My name is Shyima, and I was trafficked when I was 8 years old. My older sister had stolen something from people she worked for. The choices are to send her to jail or you give somebody else in her spot. It was a very quick decision by my parents, and they wanted somebody young to be able to teach how to do things their way, to listen and not speak back. I went from going to visit my sister to not going back home. So from staying with them for about a year in Egypt, they decided that I haven't finished paying my debt for my sister and they are moving to the United States. I wanted to go back home. I was crying, I was sad. But they explained to me that you're doing this for the good of your family. We went to, it was in Irvine, California, and it was in this beautiful neighborhood. You know, my job was to get up very early to get all the kids' clothes ready for school, get their breakfast, lunch, and walk outside in the front until they get on the bus, make their beds, clean the bathrooms, move on to each room that way until I get to the mom and dad's room. Does that mean I will be up until 2 o'clock in the morning to have the house spotless for them to do everything all over again? Then that's what happens. I don't eat until everybody's done, and then I'll have that quick 5 seconds to eat something. I remember one time I was really sick, fever like crazy, and just didn't stop. I never went to a doctor. I never went to a hospital. I was always told you are not to speak to anybody. You're not to have anybody see you. If you do, then you will go to jail. Your parents will get in trouble and you'll never see them again. I remember like people will come to the house from around the neighborhood and I will have to hide in the cabinets. A neighbor called and called the police and said there was a young child that lived in this house that we never see go to school, taking trash out, up late. I was in that house. One day, I remember this loud knock, and then the dad came downstairs really fast and just barged in the house. After that, it was so many people in the house, cops and people in suits. And I remember this lady just taking me outside. They couldn't communicate with me. I was so scared. Right away, they took me to see a doctor. The doctor did a full exam. Nobody can communicate with me. No one can speak to me. And my knuckles were bleeding from cleaning. I couldn't speak English and I spoke Arabic, and I did not feel safe. No. I felt alone. I am in much better place now where I'm able to speak about my story and to be able to help other people, to see other victims and to help them, and hoping throughout my speaking that people can tell the difference of not making a victim feel like they are the wrong ones in the situations.